Hi, welcome to today's video, which is going to be a Makeup Revolution / I Heart Makeup haul. I got quite a bit to go through, so let's get started. So the first thing on the list is the Go palette from the I Heart Makeup. This is the one that's the dupe of the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. This cost me, I think it was $3.99. I think it's any different, I'll pop that in the description bar. So in this palette you get 6 eyeshadows, 1 highlight, a blush. It says this is a contour. I'll have to try it to see whether I think it's a contour shade for me or whether it's more of a bronzer. So I'll do a couple of swatches for you now. Let's try the blush, we'll try the highlight, and we'll try a couple of the eyeshadows. Here they are on the fingers. And there we go. Hopefully you can see those. My light's hopefully not washing it all out. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is 2 palettes that I've got. They're both 32 shades in each, and they look like this, which is You're Gorgeous and You Are the Best Thing. So this one here is You Are the Best Thing, and this one here is You're Gorgeous. On both of these, the top layer of the bigger eyeshadows are mattes, and then the 22 smaller ones at the bottom are shimmers. I'll show you them side by side. I've been looking at these going, how can I sort of pick, the differences in the colours in them both. I think they've both got a good mix in. They've both got a good mix of tones. I can't say one's cooler and one's warmer. I can't say one's more brown toned, one's more rose toned. They've both got a really, really good mix in each. I'll do 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and this one is from the You Are the Best Thing palette. We'll have 1 light matte, 1 dark matte. We'll have 1 lighter tone shimmer, and we'll have, this one looks fun. So those are swatches on the fingers. The light is just blinding. So hopefully you guys can see that. The lighter matte, which is like second one along from the top, that's almost like my skin tone, so it's really, really hard for the camera to pick up. So here are the swatches from the palette. I actually really, really like the pigmentation on those. Even the mattes, which sometimes can be troublesome, they're actually really, really good. I'm really, really impressed with those. You're Gorgeous palette. Pick some swatches. Again, we'll do 2 mattes, 2 shimmers. We'll pick that matte. Let's go for a darker one. Oh, this is nice brown. We'll have 1. Oh, look at that gold. That looks really, really pretty. I'll have 1 of these down the bottom. Oh, that's actually really, I didn't think that would be that blue, but hey, let's roll with it. So here are the swatches from those. Again, the light one seems to be quite close to my actual skin colour, so it's not showing up the best. The brown matte on that one, it's nice, but it's not as good as some of the other ones I've tried. 2 shimmers, love, love, love. Really, really impressed with those. Next up is one of the probably their more famous palettes, and that is the one that's the dupe for the Too Faced chocolate bar. It's called I Heart Chocolate, and it looks like that on the front. It contains 22 grams of product, and This cost me, I think it was $7.99. Then different, I'll let you guys know. So let's have a quick look inside. It has a little overlay, a bit like the actual chocolate bar palette does with all the names on. I'm really, really glad they've done away with that for the new chocolate bar palette, the actual Too Faced one. Here are the colours. I do have the chocolate bar palette to compare it to, which I'll do in a video for you quite soon. I mean, it looks quite like the chocolate bar palette. Doesn't have the amazing smell though, it must be said. So here we are. I mean, I love that in the actual chocolate bar palette, so it'd be really interesting to see how that compares. We'll try that. So I've tried that one. We'll have this one here, because I mean, I love my glittery shadows, and we'll have like, I think it's a matte one. So there they are on the fingers. They're really, really well pigmented. Really, really impressed. We're really interested to see how they compare to my actual chocolate bar palette, because I love, love, love that palette. This one doesn't have the lovely smell though. Right, the last palette that I got in this haul was the new Ultra eyeshadow. This one is the Beyond Flawless one. I have the original Flawless, and I've got that here to compare to for you. So this is the Beyond Flawless palette. It's got 32 eyeshadows. I think these are all shimmers, because they have a Flawless matte one, and the Flawless matte are like the identical base colours to this, but obviously all matte, so I think these are all shimmers. Yeah, they look all shimmers to me. This here is the original Flawless. This one is the Beyond Flawless. When you put them together, what I think is this one is a little bit more cool toned, and it has straight up neutral tones. Yeah, like in the original one, you've got the like the red tones here, orangey tones in this one, whereas in the new Beyond Flawless, it's just straight up neutrals, which I love. I'm a neutral girl. You can probably tell by all the palettes I got. I like my neutrals. So I'll do a few swatches of this. We'll have a mix again. We'll have this one here. We'll have this one here. Let's pick this one here. And this one here. Swatch those. Being these. This one here. The third one along. That brown colour. That's my favourite, I think, of the ones I've swatched so far. Obviously that second one across, it's sort of very pale. Really hard to show up on my skin. Hopefully the camera picks it up a bit better than it does in my viewfinder, which is one of their new, I don't know if this is a new one or whether it's an older one, but I know they have some ones recently. This is the first one of these that I have. This is the Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter. It's like, obviously the ones with the stripes look a bit more like the Too Faced hearts. The one I have is a highlighter, so let's give it a little swatch. Actually, when you look at the product for me in the pan and what it swatches like, I think it swatches a lot lighter than how it is in the pan. In the pan it looks a lot more peach. Here I have it sort of more blended out, whereas here I have it more built up. Hopefully that's picking it up nicely for you. It's like a pale, sort of like a champagne colour with the shimmer in it is definitely a pink shimmer. I think they have another one, I can't remember the name of it, that is like a gold undertone or gold shimmer to it. But next I've got these Makeup Revolution, what are they called again? They are called Salvation Velvet Lip Lacquers, and it says goes on as a liquid and dries matte, touch proof and long wearing and intense colour. I've got one of these on at the moment. The one I've got on is Velvet Vamp. also got Black Heart. These, they look so similar. On the website, Velvet Vamp looked a lot more sort of burgundy, whereas this one was quite dark. So in real life they're actually a lot closer, which is a little bit of a disappointment. And they're both quite purpley toned, whereas I thought this one would be a lot more burgundy red toned. When I put this on, it felt sticky for quite a while. Now it is very matte, very touch my lip, you know, no product comes off. But yeah, it did have a really sticky feeling for a good couple of minutes after I put it on. So let me show you the swatches of those. So the Velvet Vamp is this one, and Black Heart is this one. Like I say, look how close they are. Obviously the Velvet Vamp is a lot, well, it's lighter, not a lot lighter, but lighter than Black Heart. So similar. I wish they were more different. Velvet Vamp, it does have a little bit more of a red tinge, but I was hoping it'd be more red rather than quite so purpley and dark. But and I also got one of their lipsticks. Oh, I forgot to say those are £3 each. This is one of their Atomic lipsticks, shade, what does this say, the shade name? Make Me Tonight. This I got because I needed to spend like 3p more to get free shipping, so I just got one of these, which is £1, just to make it up so I can get the free shipping. I'll still swatch of that for you. This is the one thing that I've had so far that I'm a bit disappointed by. Just look at it. It's more like a balm than a lipstick. Just the colour payoff of this, I'm quite disappointed by. This I got for free, and this is the I Want Candy Love blush. It's marked as tester, so I'm hoping it'll be magnetised and go into my Z palette. So let's test that now. There it is out of the packaging. No, it doesn't magnetise. Bummer. So it looks like peach with gold shimmer. Guess what this is trying to dupe? Oh, that's really pretty as well. Let me do a bit more on the bottom there, so hopefully you guys can see that a bit better now. I know the question is going to be, is this a dupe for NARS Orgasm? So I will just go and grab NARS Orgasm and we'll compare. One moment. So I've just quickly gone and grabbed my NARS Orgasm, which is the peachy one here. So for me, just looking at the two of them, this definitely looks more peachy and more shimmery, but I'll do a little swatch. So now this one here is the NARS Orgasm. This one here is I Want Candy Love. Looking at them, I thought I Want Candy Love was more peach, but actually when you swatch them it looks a little bit more pink, and it definitely looks darker than NARS Orgasm. But they're pretty darn close, to be fair. And the quality, pigmentation of them both is excellent. I'm impressed. I know there's 1,000,001 dupes out there for NARS Orgasm, but if you want that on a budget, I would definitely go with I Want Candy Love. And I think that's it for this haul. If you want me to review anything in detail, I will try and get a comparison of the I Heart Chocolate with my Too Faced chocolate bar palette. I'm also going to do a comparison of this to the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette, as I've not seen those two compared yet. Other than that, have a fabulous weekend everybody, and keep looking beautiful.